You're late.
Thank you for stating the obvious. This is hardly important enough for me to care. Why are you insisting on doing this again? I doubt it will even work.
You should have more faith in your abilities, apprentice. With how hard you've been working for the last few months, you should be capable of summoning a spiritual creature with ease. After all of our research and practice, have confidence that it will pay off, and we'll be successful putting it to practice. I assure you that years of study will not go to waste.
Why is this so important to you? Can't you summon the creature yourself? Why would you need my assistance? Of great and praised royal wizard that you are, it baffles me why my presence would make a difference. It doesn't make sense.
Now, to summon a spiritual creature, or a familiar, two opposing elements are required, one of light and one of dark. One wizard alone should not contain both within themselves, for it is dangerous, even for someone as skilled as myself. I would be a fool now if I were to chance it without your aid.
Oh, what is this? Don't tell me that you're afraid. Hmm?
You mistake caution for fear, dear apprentice. There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity, and acknowledging that does not equal to a coward.
You speak of stupidity and cowardice as if you are untouched by either. But need I remind you of that one potion mixing experiment we did together? Where, under your instruction, I added too much ginger root and the entire concoction exploded, and you screamed like a little.
No. We are not talking about that. End of discussion. It is in the past and is of no consequence beyond a lesson well learned.
And what of that occasion using the element crystals on that bird and it transformed into?
We are not talking about that either. Now, are you done reminiscing?
Oh no, I can continue on for a very long time. With how many strange things we've seen and done over the years, what occasion could I not reminisce about?
Cease your pointless teasing. There is no perfect human in this world. We are all flawed and in constant learning. I am no exception.
I would say, compared to others, you have an abundance of flaws. It is no surprise that you need me for this task.
All right. That's enough of you. We must focus on the task, and I would advise you to take this very seriously. After all, the spiritual creature that we'll be summoning will be henceforth connected to you.
Why me? Shouldn't the creature be connected to you?
Have I taught you nothing, apprentice? My bloodline will not allow me to summon any creature that is not quite unpleasant. Trying to draw a spiritual being with myself as the anchor would be disastrous at best. The burden of a dark ancestry is one that I carry daily, and I am wary of this endeavor. Even with your assistance, I am uncertain of the outcome.
You sound as though one incorrect move will summon something incredibly dangerous. Is this truly a risk worth taking?
Risks are part of a wizard's mantle. Without risk, there is no reward. However, I will not lie to you. This very well may go badly wrong, which is why it is so important for you to ground yourself in the truth of your own abilities. I have faith in you, but I need you to have faith in yourself as well. I could not have asked for a more loyal apprentice, if one with a less snarky wit about her.
Very well. I'll do it, but if something goes wrong, I'll be blaming you for it.
So be it. Now, we will start by drawing the summoning circle. I shall give that test to you. Please do it so, while I retrieve the required crystals and gems.
You could have laid them out ahead of time, O wise one, but I'll do as you say.
Ah, so you're finished already? Wonderful. That was quick and efficient. Well done.
I merely drew a circle in the ground. How long did you expect it to take? Though I've seen you be impressed by lesser things.
Bluster and lash at me with that attitude to your heart's content, my dear. But your cheeks never fail to color at my compliments. A humble spirit is a noble quality, yes. There is also no harm in accepting praise, even for such a menial accomplishment.
Hush, old man.
All right, let us begin with the summoning. Please place the crystals in the correct positions in the circle, just like we practiced.
Easy enough. There we are. The crystals and gems have begun to glow. The circle is now active.
Excellent. Now, position yourself on the opposite side of the circle from me. As I am more knowledgeable on dark elements, I shall be the one to contain it within myself. You've been primarily studying on light elements, and therefore, you shall be the one to contain it within yourself.
I'm far from complaining. But why exactly must I contain the light and you the dark for this particular summoning?
Familiars are most strongly drawn towards those containing the light element. While it is possible to connect with the dark elements as well, it is less likely to draw anything out that you would want to call a companion. That is, unless you had nefarious intentions. In other words, a light element is required if you do not wish for a monster on your hands. And as I said, that is exactly what we would have if I were to try the spell alone. Now, shall we begin?
Let us have this over and done.
As you wish. Together, now. First and foremost, we must focus our energy channel on our sight elements. Take a deep breath and release that energy to the circle. That's it. Let the light and the dark mingle together with our intentions, and the summoning will go forth into the spiritual realm. There, hopefully, a kind and compatible creature will be drawn to it. Very good. Now, let all other thoughts subside. Focus solely on closing out distractions and opening your mind. Once you have done this, you can reach out with your senses into the aura created by the crystals and find what familiar might be awaiting for you. Do you perhaps sense anything?
No, I don't believe so. Could I perhaps be doing something incorrectly?
No, no. Take heart. Have patience and continue to focus. It may take some time to detect a spiritual creature. Much like an ocean, the astral plane is vastly extensive. But as your energy flows into it, it creates waves as it impacts it. When you feel a suitable presence, it may be unmistakable. Now, feel the energy coming from it, much like it is able to feel yours. Then, you have to synchronize your breathing with it and heartbeat with the light element to guide the creature to the summoning circle.
Wait. I believe I can feel the presence of something, but it is rather weak, as though it is just beyond my influence. I will hold fast and continue to show my intentions.
Precisely so. This is rather exhilarating, wondering what form of the creature will connect to you. They come in so many variations of shapes and abilities. I would be so very excited should yours be gifted with human language.
I can feel the presence growing stronger. I believe it is approaching us. Master, how shall I respond?
Now, focus on your connection to it. Strengthen that connection by reflecting both yourself and the type of companion you desire. What form would complement your lifestyle? Do you wish for the creature to share your passion for the arcane? Now, do not stress or scramble your mind with these questions, but rather let the needs and desires flow from your heart. Only the true answers lie there.
The true needs and desires of my heart. Perhaps a companion I may trust with my life, may lean upon for support through the roughest of storms, may sharpen my skills with their presence, and may share in the building of many memories.
That's it. Focus. The ridge of the summoning is forming.
Yes, I can sense it, approaching the edge of the circle.
When you feel ready, flood the circle with your entire well of magical power.
I am trying, but my magic is running dry, and it still has not responded. The creature is still outside the circle.
I believe in you. Maintain your focus. You are so very close to succeeding.
There, it is entering the circle. I can feel it.
Well, apprentice. Quite a feeding creature you managed to summon. A perfect fit for you, I would say so. Now, why don't you go on and break the circle and greet your new companion?
I'm shaking all over after pouring out so much of my power. Could you be kind enough to break that circle for me? It will come directly to me after all. We are connected.
Very well. It is broken.
By the stars. It's crawling right into my lap. It must be excited to see me. I can't believe how fluffy it is. I don't know what I expected, but just look at that precious face. But those teeth look like they could be quite formidable to any enemy. Those paws are hiding claws too, I'd wager.
As expected of my remarkable apprentice, this is no ordinary creature. Only the purest of hearts are able to summon the white monarch tiger. Let alone a cub, they may raise and mold into a faithful companion. Some may even be taught to speak with enough dedication. That is quite a rare outcome.
I am loath to admit any fault to you of all people, but you were correct. The risk paid off generously. This is the most darling companion I could have ever desired. To think how big and strong he'll grow. With him at my side, I'll be capable of such extraordinary magic, and also have a valiant protector. I could hand you my usual level of snark, but I am too grateful at the moment. Consider yourself blessed.
I'm honored that you would forestall your sharp tongue, though I must wonder if you'll be capable of restraining it when I tell you what comes next.
What do you mean? The ceremony is complete, is it not? Must I brand him with the name of my choice, or something of the sort?
That ceremony is over, though of course you may find a name for him at will. No, I am referring to another matter. My apprentice, over this past several years, I've seen you grow your magical knowledge remarkably quickly. Contrary to what you may claim, you have become a very skilled wizard. From the arcane to the alchemical, You're truly knowledgeable in all realms of magical practice.
Well, I have had a very skilled instructor. Where are you going with all of this, old man?
What I mean to say is, out of all my students, you have the most potential. Your genuine passion and inclination for the arcane has never been clouded by lust for power. You seek to implement your own power with the drive of a pure and kind heart, for the good of your fellow men, and not for any self centered purpose like so many others I've witnessed. Because of that purity, I am convinced that your future will be bright. Congratulations, my friend. You are no longer my apprentice, but your own independent practicing wizard.
By the gods. I. I thought this day would never come. But, Master, for how many years we've been together, I still feel there is much to be learned. Is my training truly at its end? What am I to do now?
Well, my dear, that decision is yours to make. Even should you remain by my side and practice as my partner, you would learn nothing that I've not already taught you. The books and texts that you've studied can only take you so far, and this world is vast.
You're suggesting I begin a wizarding venture, traveling and studying natural remedies and investigating folklore throughout the world? The idea holds my interest, but how am I to succeed without you guiding me? Would you truly send me out all by my lonesome?
Missing me already, are you?
That's not how I meant, and you know it.
Fear not. I'm not kicking you out right this night. I would also never suggest you to make your journey alone. Why do you think I insisted on this summoning? We must raise your new familiar until he is capable enough to accompany you. Then you will be in good hands. Well, pause. And trust me, once you form a stronger bond, you will feel no fear traversing strange lands with your familiar at your side. Unless you're just too eager to keep me with you, unable to cut the apron strings.
Ugh, shut up, old man. I'm sure my familiar will be more than sufficient. Though, perhaps, look, when I go, you could at least take me part of the way. See me off, as it were.
Since you ask so nicely, that sounds perfect. I can take you by part on the route I took on my own wizard's venture. There are a few friends I made along the way I would be delighted to introduce to you, as well as a few favorite spots of mine. The Forest of the Dryad Queen has one of the most relaxing natural springs. But for now, let's head back. You're still my apprentice until we make it official. So, let's go stamp your diploma, my dear apprentice.
You just couldn't help yourself, could you? At the very least, you could prepare yourself to call me fellow wizard.
How foolish of me. Though, to me, in some way, you'll always be my dear little